Okay, what's up guys, it's Turner here, and today we're going to be showing you how you would use and install WorldEdit, or how to pretty much use WorldEdit. This will be kind of beginner guide. I'm not going to cover everything, because I hope to have a few, like 3 videos just about WorldEdit in particular, so like a beginner, intermediate, and advanced, in the future, I hope, relatively soon. But anyway, I'm just going to cover some of the basic things that you're going to use WorldEdit for, and how to use WorldEdit, because a lot of people know how to do a simple copy and paste, but they kind of get confused when they do some other things. 1 second, that's just, I just was curious that if you made one. Okay, so basically how you would install it is you just go hit download again. It's like installing any other plugin, to be completely honest. And then just go to your server folder. And save it right in there. And it will save as a zip file, so you want to be sure to extract it. So if you're using Chrome, you can just hit show in folder. Otherwise, just go to your folder. Just hit extract here, and then you're going to want to run the server. And you can delete all these other things. I don't use them, they're not used for anything. Let me just change the port really quick. And I'm not sure if I should do, I know my other creating a bucket server videos were kind of weird. I mean, the way I did it was just really weird in my opinion. But I might redo that and just, instead of focusing on like all the other crap I did, I'll focus on just how to get a basic server up. But yeah, I may do that as well. So anyway, it started. WorldEdit is loaded. Just go into plugins. You'll have a new folder called WorldEdit, and then you can check everything. The WorldEdit log will just log everything that has been done. So that's pretty useful. Don't touch these class files. To be honest, I'm not sure what they do, but they're not needed for the average user or average person who uses a plugin. And then here, we'll go into the plugin, or the folder. So the plugin is very self-explanatory, but I mean, we can run through it. Okay, so yeah, don't use tabs. You don't really need to read all this, but also I would parse it always. Everything that you do in Minecraft. Oops, can I shift click it? How do I? There we go, double click it. Everything that uses Minecraft, or Bucket, I mean, usually uses a parser. I know Factions uses like JSON or something, but almost every other plugin uses YML or YAML. Now, or I think I'm saying that right. So pretty much what you're going to do is once you're done editing something, you're just going to Control A and Control C and paste it directly in this parser, because that would be better. I was going to see if I could mute that. But yeah, so that's just a little helpful hint. So this is for if you want to limit the use, or like if you only want certain things, like if you don't want certain blocks to be used, you could put them here. If you put like all these -1 values, mean it's disabled. So that's how you would tell if you wanted it to be like a max radius. You could put like 50, but if you have it -1, it just means it's disabled, so it doesn't block it. Use inventory. I mean, just don't touch that. Don't touch it. It's not worth your time. Logging, if you want to log the commands. So every command that is done, I would recommend that, especially if you're on a server and have a few friends who like to use WorldEdit. Sometimes do not too good things, you can log it right there, and that will log to that file that I showed right here. So it will log right to this file. And these other ones are, every time you start the server, it will generate a new one. And that's what that is. It's a new one. So the super pickaxe was a super pickaxe, and it used to be really useful because you couldn't really break backs. You couldn't break blocks a long time ago when there wasn't creative mode, and there wasn't all these things. I remember using it. It was so helpful. Now, not so much, but I'll still show you that feature. Snapshots, you don't mess with that, just if you want to download a snapshot. The navigation one, so this item right here is a is the wooden axe. So I'm already on a server, so let me just, it's this item right here. So 271, actually it's not, it is, no, navigation, that is a compass, my bad. The navigation is a compass. So when you click it, it will teleport you. That didn't work. But yeah, so it will teleport you. That's the navigation. The max distance, you can set to whatever you want. I mean, I wouldn't recommend putting like a 10,000 there or 1,000, but yeah, you can put whatever you want. If you're not, don't worry about scripting, not for the average person. And saving schematics is just, like if you're saving a schematic file, it'll just be whatever folder. It's cool. I mean, I would just leave it normal. You could, but if you wanted like a folder called My Schematics or something, you could put it that. If you want to allow like symbolic links, like when they save it, I mean, I don't know why you'd put a symbol in it, but I mean, I guess you can if you want. Put that true. The history of you that you can undo in the expiration, yeah. So 15. So you can only do 15 //undos. If you're building server, I'd probably make that a little bit more. Same with voxel sniper. If you use that, you can enable that to be a lot longer. And expiration, how long that will be available for. And the wand item, that is what is the wooden axe. Now, personally, I would change this to like an item that's not used too often. That's just, you don't have to do it, but I just do it. It's like a brick, or I used to have it as a blaze rod. But for now, I'll just leave it as that. So leave, also don't touch the no double slash. That's WorldEdit. You have to type // or // to run a command, and that's just because the WorldEdit has so many commands. I mean, if you disable this, then it could cause, I mean, I would say probably a few bugs with all their commands. So, yeah, so debug, if you want to debug it to the console, you can make that true. I mean, unless you want your console to be spammed. Oops, wrong one. I wouldn't do that. And then no op permission is if they're not op, they don't have permission. So yeah, so no op permissions. So close off of this. So that is pretty much it for the config. I mean, I don't know why I just closed all that, but yeah. So we'll get to the actual tutorials now. And I hope this is still recording. Yes, I just can't see it. There it is. So anyway, what you're gonna want to do is, I don't need my compass anymore. Type //wand. Let me move this, and you will get the wooden axe in your inventory. Now let me make it day, and we'll show you how to make a simple house. So you can do, let's say we want from here to right here to be the walls or the floor. So we can do //set. So this command will basically set a block on your selection. So I selected the ground right there. If I do //set 1, it will set everything to everything I have selected to 1. So that's pretty much that. So now if I click here and I go, maybe let's go 3 blocks up. If I go 3 blocks up and I select that, I can do //walls, and this will make walls around. So if I want to do walls 98, that will change all the blocks that I selected. It will make a wall and it will change it to 98, which is the block ID for stone brick. So say my door is right here. As you can see, it changed that block as well underneath. So I can do that. Now say I have the roof made. Actually, here I'll show you another command. What we'll do, actually this will not work since I don't want to get another command, but yeah, let me rebuild this just because it's not going to work if I don't have an odd number of size. So give me 1 second. Let me just build this really clickily. Yeah, that makes lots of sense. But the next command I'm going to show you how to do is it will basically make you a simple kind of pyramid style roof, and that command is actually called a pyramid. Ho ho. So basically there are a few commands you can run. So this is only, I think, 3. I don't know if 3 will be big enough though. But we can do // pyramid space the ID, I believe. So just do 1 and then the radius. The radius could be switched around. Nope. So that made a pyramid. So if I do jump, that made a period 3 blocks wide. So obviously I might want to do that a little wider. So I do / undo. That will undo any thing you previously did. So let's make this a little bit bigger, but instead of having it be a solid, let's have it a hollow. So just put H in front of pyramid, and that will make it a hollow pyramid. And let's change this from 3, let's change it to 5. So now what that did is, that was weird. Oh, I don't know. So basically now it added the pyramid, and now the pyramid was hollow, and it usually was solid. So there we go, there's the house. Lovely little house. We can add some windows right there, except I don't have any glass in my inventory, so I'm not going to do that. But say I have this house and I want 2 of them. There's a command for that. So let's select here. So select 1 down, so you get the floor. And I mean, guys, WorldEdit takes a long time to get really good with. I should know. It took me forever. But say I select here. Now say if I'll stand here, so / copy, and I go over here, and I paste. Well, so let's say, oh, it's missing the top, but maybe it's missing a whole big, maybe the roof goes on way up there or something, I don't know. There's actually a command to expand your selection, so you don't have to reselect it. And there's also a great mod that I will leave in the description for this. I'll have to find it. I think I said that in my WorldEdit tutorial, but I could not find it. But basically, it will show you. I'm not even sure if it's updated, but it will show you your selection. You can do, but to expand your selection, you can do / expand the amount. So let's expand it 2 times, and then up the direction. So expand to up, and now that will expand, and that will copy the whole region, or the whole selection. So if I copy that, and I paste it right here, now you can see I have the top of it. Some of the useful commands are, let's do rotating. You can rotate objects, but I'll actually make something a little different to show you here. You always want to, so say I'm making this object and it's like this. Okay, let's just do this. Whenever you rotate something, you always want to make sure that you're standing in the right spot. I'll explain this in a minute. So say I just want this to flip around to be exactly, so it just be exactly like it look like this. So say I want that this little block to look like this. Now the way I'm gonna have to stand in it is, I'll show you. So if I normally do it and I do this in here, and I stand here and I / actually there's one more command you can do. You can do cut, copy, and paste. So if you do cut, it will cut the blocks. But I just want to show you that really quick. So basically what you're going to want to do is select your corners, and you can do / copy, and then you can do / rotate. So you can rotate 90, 180, and 360. And I think like 270, whatever 90 times 2 is. Whatever that is, I don't know. You can rotate 90, so now my clipboard has been rotated 90 degrees, and I can do / paste. And that will paste it 90 degrees, but as you see, since I'm standing in this spot still, it rotates it on this. So this is here. So in order, if you don't really get what I'm saying, it was this way. I'm standing right here. Since it's not, if it was 3 wide, it would look like this. But that's not the point. So since I copied it here, it's gonna, wherever I rotate it, it's gonna still paste it on this block. So if I want to paste it this way, I'm gonna have to back up 1 and then run the command, and then that will paste it perfect like that. So now let's say I want to do it again. So now what I'm gonna have to do is do / rotate again. So not rotate. Let's just do rotate 90 again, because I already rotated it 90 degrees, but I need to do 1 more time. So now I actually need to stand over here. Since I'm rotating the object 90 degrees, this block will now be over here. You kind of think about this, and once you do more WorldEdit, you'll get this right a lot easier, and it'll be a lot easier to see and understand. So then you just do that, and if I do / paste, it will paste it just like that. And then to get over there, you can just rotate 90 again. You can also rotate like -90 to make it go the opposite direction. So negative is left and positive is right. Just to let you know. That's the easy way to think about it. Now you can also do a stack command. So let's just set these 3 blocks. Let's just do, oops, I selected the first one each time. / stack. Now you can do a direction, so let's say stack 50 up. You can do that, so that will stack 50 up. Or you can just do / stack 50, and that will stack it whatever direction you are facing. So if I do that, it will stack it that way. I do it that way, it will stack it that way. I don't think it will stack it diagonally. I know some WorldEdit commands do. Oh, it does. Let's see how fancy we can get this. Let's see. Nope, didn't do anything that way. But you kind of get the point. That's how you stack. And then I could like set the thing again. And there we go. And that sets a little area right here. WorldEdit is great for building, if you haven't noticed already. Now, some other simple commands are / CYL, stands for cylinder. You want to do the block, which is 1, and then the radius. So let's just do 20, which is pretty big. So there we go. I just made a cylinder. So that, yeah, well, it's really a disc. But I believe you can actually do height. Yeah. So I can actually do 2. But I'm going to show you different. I'm going to do / cylinder again, but I'm going to do / H for hollow cylinder. And let's just do 5. Let's do 10, 5, and then 6. So it will do it 10 the first radius, 5 the next, and then 6 high. Oh, did that wrong. Another one is / drain. That will drain any. That was actually good, so I could show you that. That's good thinking of me, man. So you can drain the object. So I forgot to put my block. So 10, 1. I don't know if you heard that beep. My headset's going to die, but just add a 1 there. I'm sorry about that. And that does not work, I guess. There we go. My bad. You need a little comma here to signify that it's 2 radiuses. But as you can see, then that makes something like that. Obviously, you can do it a little bigger. So let's just do like 10 and 20. And it'll make it like that. So then, I mean, you can make an arena or something, whatever you would like to make. And you can also do / sphere. So it'll make a giant circle, which is a sphere. I'm gonna do hollow just so you can see it, and then 1, and then the radius. Let's just do 5. And as you see, then it made the sphere. Let's undo that. And let's do 20. Make it a glass sphere. So there you go. There's glass now. Now that you have a glass sphere. And there's my headset again. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I hope not. But let me get my thing really quick. And I just dropped it. Dun-dun-dun. 1 second. Okay, so that's pretty much that command. That's, I mean, pretty much the basics of it. I don't want to get too in-depth on it, because I want to save that for some more tutorials, so I can show you kind of everything, and write down all the commands I want to show you. But let me just do, I think that's the world. Oh, the // the thing that it was you could do /gm. Let me grab a pickaxe first. Yeah, pickaxe. Yeah. Let me grab a pickaxe first and type /gms. Now, what super pickaxe did is it just made you mine super fast. So if I did /ss, not /ss, / you can mine much. So as you see, it just kind of mines it like it did. I don't know. I think he just kept this in here, and it works for every block too. And you can change it to drop the items or not. So you can basically do this and just completely like grief somebody if you wanted to. If they gave you this, which I wouldn't really recommend griefing because you're queer if you do that. And a faggot, but yes. So yeah. Sorry I called you all you griefers faggots, but it's true. Let's just do. I want to make sure I didn't miss any of the main help world edit. If I can spell WorldEdit, and I guess I cannot. Let's do. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any big commands. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't want to... Oh yeah, I did miss one. You can also, if you're floating in the air, if I'm in game mode C, you can do / pause, so position 1, and I can go over here and do / pause 2. Oh, no space, my bad. And then I can do that / 1, and it will set those 2 areas. I didn't want to forget that. And that, I mean, I believe is... Oh, and the replace command, I'll show you. The last command will be replace. So yeah. Actually, there'll be 2 more commands. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll show you the first one, which is moving. So say you have an object here, but say it needs to be right here. That's 2 or 3 blocks over. You do / move 3 right. It'll move the object you have selected 3 right. You can do / thaw and then radius, so 100, and it will thaw. Like if you have ice or if you have snow, it will thaw that. And what else was I going to show you? There's one more. Oh yeah, replacing. So say this is my floor right here. I don't know. It's a very awesome floor, but say I did not like it. I just hated this dirt in here. This floor was just terrible. I did not like this dirt. I can select my 2 corners. So that's my selection right here. And if I do / replace, the ID I want to replace, so 3, and then the block I want to replace it with. So let's just do 98 for stone brick. You can replace all the dirt with stone brick. So you can replace the blocks pretty easily. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. Also, you can save a schematic. So if I already have my 2 corners selected, but if I do / copy, and if I do / schematic, save name, so I'm just gonna save my schematic name. It'll save my schematic as name, and then I can go into my WorldEdit folder, refresh it, and I will have a folder. Actually, it's not it. It'll be here. It's in a different server folder, but I don't want to go in that right now. But it would be in here under a folder called schematics, and it would say name.schematic. And if you want to load a schematic, it's just schematic.load, or a schematic list, so you can list all the schematics as well. So yeah, you can also do, if you're in a void world and you say you want like a block under you, you can do /up1, and it will whoosh. It'll put you up 1 block and put a glass under your feet. So that is it for this tutorial. I think I covered everything I'd like to, but obviously I would cover a lot more in the tutorials dedicated just for like intermediate, advanced, etc. But if you stuck around this long, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. So see ya.